All right, for more on this, we're now joined via Zoom by Zinhle Mngomezulu from the Provincial Road Traffic Inspectorate. A very good afternoon to you, and thank you very much for joining us on the show.
Good afternoon to you too. Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. Can you give us an update then, as in the latest when it comes to the crash? The latest that we had at this point was the fact that 5 people have been killed, but of course we knew that some people were in fact still fighting for their lives in hospital. What's the latest that you can tell us at this time?
Okay, we've got 2 patients that were taken to Gray's Hospital. They are seriously injured. They're fighting their lives. I believe they are kind of under life support by Gray's Hospital.
Yeah, we have several reasons in front of us for what may have caused the crash. One being that the driver failed to negotiate a bend, and I suppose this would be linked to that first reason, that the driver himself was actually under the influence of alcohol. What more can you tell us at this stage, particularly pertaining to that driver who did try to fly the scene?
When the accident happened, they at Kempsdrift, at the area in Pietermaritzburg, as you're going towards Edendale, because the minibus was from Imbali traveling to town. The driver lost control on that bend, and he hit the wall and fled the scene. Unfortunately for him, he was apprehended by Alex SABC, and he was placed under arrest, and the charges will be 5 counts of culpable homicide as well as drunken driving.
Yeah. Was he tested on the scene for alcohol? I mean, I'm trying to think about the time frames and the timelines within which the crash happened, and that he was caught. I mean, I'm also just looking at what he would his defense would possibly be at this time.
Okay, after the accident, he fled the scene. I think that's the very reason why he fled the scene. He was under influence of alcohol, and indeed SABC has verified that by trying to find him and test if he was under influence of alcohol during the time of an accident. And there are witnesses who were in the minibus that were interviewed, and they testified that the driver was driving recklessly.
All right, Zinhle, thank you very much for that. We'll certainly keep an ear and eye out on the story. That is Zinhle Mngomezulu from the Provincial Road Traffic Inspectorate, talking to us about that crash in Pietermaritzburg, where 5 people have been killed and some indeed fighting for their lives, as she's mentioned, in hospital.